Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly chicken oracle reading. It is sprinkling a little bit, so I'm off the ground here kind of in this little sitting area, so hopefully we have some chickens coming around. But anyway, I'm going to draw 5 chicken oracle cards and 1 tree magic from the Gillian Kemp deck to ground the reading. And I'll draw 3 moving lines, steps in time throughout the week, and then a healing card, what's already improving and getting better, and then an overall message card. So we do have this little chicken. I haven't figured a name out for this chicken, but it's been super sweet, kind of hanging out with me. I've been working on my card deck. I think the Love of Chickens book is going to be on hold because it's a true story, and I'm kind of waiting for the ending. The ending hasn't started, and then I have the book contract already, but I can switch it maybe to the tarot cards, and I'm going to combine this deck that I have here with the Magic Chickens Oracle and come up with a really big chicken oracle and then publish that. And then after that, which actually kind of makes more sense, after that, everybody sees the work of the chickens or the magic of the chickens, and then after that we can hi cutie, we can hopefully have a good ending to our Love of Chicken story, and then go ahead and publish that one after. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. But anyway, this chicken's been sitting with me all week while I do my while I write my card deck. This little chicken is my little helper. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw some cards. Yeah, we need a name for you. Something about, yeah. Maybe we can name you the editor. I don't know. What's a good name for a chicken who likes to sit there while you're writing? Okay, so we have the ash tree. Influence, number 4. And it says, from the innermost center of your psyche, your good influence radiates far, spreading light. And there's a little pheasant in it, so the ash tree influence. And yeah, it's just kind of, 4 is real stability in the physical world, and this is about really being a positive kind of medicine for the world around you. When there's a really wonderful person in our life, even if we're not very close with them, even if we don't really know them, it's always such a great pleasure to have these people, the healers that are just healers by presence, and that's the influence, and it really kind of renews the mundane. It renews the world around you. And I think of, when I think of the ash tree, I think of the concept of renewal. And then pheasant. I always think, what is the pheasant? I think it has something to do with being colorful. Maybe I'll look up pheasant and post it in the little description box below. I think it has to do with being colorful. I mean, they're certainly colorful birds. So it's so funny. This little chicken is just sitting there with her little tail in our reading here. So okay. A little assistant. Okay. We have Little Red Amore and Da Vinci. And Umlilo. Okay. And Axis Mundi as a baby. Mundi in training. Our overall message is ha ha ha. Okay. So, well, this week to come, it does seem like kind of new beginnings, or some type of new beginning where expression can really come out, and both mental expression and heart, the expression of the heart. But yeah, and it's a kind of a week of, you know, kind of subtle changes, stepping up, moving up, kind of subtle shifts in life, and really kind of moving out of a phase and into another. So we have, and it's like almost like a career. I want to say it has to do with career and development of career or skills and talents of some sort. But we start out with Little Red Amore, and this is the 8 of Cups, and this is about something that changes your life forever, something that comes into your life and changes your life forever. So from that point on, everything kind of has a different meaning, or a different kind of a different context because of this one element. You know, it's almost like, you know, if you meet someone that you fall in love with and you're going to marry them, or if you have a child, or if you have something come into your life, if you all of a sudden get chickens and realize that you're going to have a chicken farm, you know, that really changes your life in some way. I mean, that was my example with Little Red Amore, but something, you know, that comes into your life and changes you forever. It also can be something to do with career. It can have something to do with really changing the way that you work, or changing the focus of your work, or changing the way you work. There's some change, something that you realize really would improve things, and then you have a shift and a change in everything that you do from that point forward. So it's like the death and the rebirth, where you integrate something that gets your attention and it has value to you, and you know that when this thing comes into your life with where you have such awe, or such like profound transformation, or you know, where you're deeply moved, or you know, you find something of great value that you have to integrate into your life. From that point on, just kind of everything takes a different I don't know, I want to say a different flavor, a different expression. You know, it takes a kind of a sideways movement, where maybe you're still going to live the life of your dreams, but now it includes some other elements that you hadn't expected, or you hadn't anticipated in the beginning. And then we move from this kind of integration of something new that is very important to your life. And then we have the Ace of Fire, which is really being able to produce and do work in the physical world in such a way that we are able to make use of our talents and our skills, and really put our expertise out there in the world, and create things, and have some type of production that we have done, or something that you create, or something that you invent or produce in some way. So this is Da Vinci, and Da Vinci was very well-rounded. He was an engineer, he was an artist, he was a scholar, he was a tracker, he was a guide. He did so many different things, and his mind worked in so many different ways, and he really just added to the world around him in many different varieties of forms, where he would, every invention, every poem, every writing, every painting, everything he produced somehow influenced the world around. So, really being appreciated and honored for what you can do. And it's also having that well-roundedness of the nature. You don't get too tunnel vision or too stuck in one part of your life, where you're really able to go out and explore and do things in many different ways. Where it's not always that your whole life you're knitting sweaters. Maybe you knit sweaters sometimes, but then you also draw paintings, and you also make food, or there's just so many different things that you can do. So it's about kind of shifting your focus and being able to provide a variety of things for the world around you. What can you do? What do you do good at? What would you like to do? And maybe have fun with things, and enjoy your creations, enjoy the creative process. And then we have the fires of heaven, umlilo, and this really has to do with the passion of the heart, and the sharing of that passion of the heart with the community around you, where everybody is kind of inspired by that passion and moved by that passion. So again, we do have these two influences right here, and it's almost like something influences us, and then we turn around and influence the world around us with this new integration. So one second, let me see if I can fix this little screen here. It looks like it's fogging up. Doesn't seem 100%, but anyway, a little bit better. So yeah, we have this almost this inspiration that comes from the heart. After, whatever you're doing with your skills and your talents, people always appreciate that. But then, really, when people kind of come from their heart, come from that innermost center of their heart, that's where people get a healing almost. They can receive a healing from someone's expression of their heart. Whereas, people can enjoy and really, be altered and changed by things that people do creatively of the mind and of the psyche. But the heart is the place that kind of changes how people feel emotionally, changes the way people emotionally relate to the world. So there's almost like you have an influence on the people around you in terms of making them in awe of your skills and your talents, making them in awe of your psychism and your intelligence. But then there's a movement of the heart. There's a kind of a shift and a change within people because of your ability to come from your heart and relate to the world around you with that passion and love, that healing space, that havingness even. The heart also is your place of abundance and your place of reception. So there's a really wonderful kind of output and influence on the world around you. So just to even reiterate the grounding card, the moving lines definitely are backing that up. Now, for what's improving, what's getting better, what's already healing, is the 3 of Diamonds, which is Axis Mundi in training, and this has to do with being acknowledged and recognized for your talents and your skills, and seeing that people see your potential. People see that, okay, not only is this person doing what they're doing and this is where they're at now, imagine how they will unfold in time. Imagine how this can be refined and developed further, and how this person will blossom in their life, because everybody just doesn't start out with a 5-star production. You start out with the drawing board and then you refine it and you keep working on it. But wherever you're at now, you're being recognized for that 5-star production that's going to come forward, or that's going to be produced in your lifetime or produced in the future. And just really acknowledging, you're being acknowledged for who you are and what you can do, for that magic human nature within you. And then we have ha 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 for what overall message card, and this is really asking you to keep in mind what stresses you out, what has been stressing you out for a long time, what really has always chronically been a stress in the world around you, because there's a lot of stress in the world around us, and there a lot of patterns, a lot of things that reoccur in time all over the world. There's a set, kind of a set group of problems that are always happening in this world over and over and over again, and what part of those different problematic dynamics of the world, those different problematic things of life that are always kind of there, repeating themselves and acting out. What is it about those that triggers you, or gets in your way, or blocks you? There's some chronic stress, which we all know all of these shades and variations. We all know all of the problems. I mean, we all see it and experience it ourselves to some degree at some point in time. But what is it out of all the different problems in the world that really, kind of gets in your way in life? What blocks you? What sets you back? What takes your time? What takes your mind away from being productive and being prosperous? And what hangs you up? And really seeing that. I'm going to try and clean this screen again. Hold on. Okay. So anyway, this card, ha ha ha, is talking about really identifying our stresses and psychologically and emotionally removing them from our space, from our personal space, from our productive space, from our intimate space. We need to remove these stresses from our intimate space. And how you do that is, if there's some problem that causes you stress, really be aware that it's there, but ignore it. Don't give it attention. Don't respond to it without emotion. Be beyond it. Don't let it influence you. You have to be beyond it and influence it. So, really, sometimes we just need to eliminate it from our life to a degree, or somehow get our space from it for a little bit, and then when it happens again, or then when we see it again, when we have that time to unwind and to really kind of, you know, take our deep breaths and unwind from whatever trauma it has caused us, and really get our firm footing and our grounding with whatever this issue is, and then really just choosing not to allow it any power in your life, not to allow it any power in your personal space anymore, and you know, see it as a comedy, see it as, you know, a ridiculous thing about the human nature that plays itself out, you know, and to just watch it from a distance without having it influence you or affect you. And when it happens, by not having emotion, by not having any reaction to it, by being really grounded and you know, calmly responding to it, it allows you that edge, that power over that dynamic and over people with those dynamic, where you win. It's like energetically you win. If whatever this stressor is tries to stress you out, and you just smile and you know, open your eyes a little wider, and, you know, kind of have your power, have your power where you influence it. It does not affect you or influence you. And that's when it starts becoming absurd and funny, when people really try hard to, you know, cause a problem, and you won't allow it to be a problem. And then it gets humorous to see how people really struggle with trying to give you a problem that you just won't take, you know, and you know, just to see how people spend their time, or you know, let them spend all their time and energy, you know, trying to cause a problem that is unsuccessful, you know. So this is about really kind of just being beyond it, and not having it influence you, but having you influence it. So again, stepping back, we have number 4, which is a very stable number, the ash tree, and this is kind of renewal, revival, and it's about how we can influence the world around us, and be really like solid and stable from our core. It says, from the innermost center of your psyche, your good influence radiates far, spreading light. And I want to say not just your psyche, but the innermost center of your heart. And we have something that is something we need to integrate to change our life. Almost maybe not change our direction, but change our parameters, our limits, and our workspace of some sort, you know, integrate something new, maybe even change our approach to things. And then after we make this change, something we understand is valuable, that we need to embrace in our life plan, and we need to embrace this valuable thing, and then from that integrated place of wholeness, whatever this is that we have brought into our self and our expression, from there we are able to really produce well and work well, and be able to find a well-rounded way to live our life and to produce things, and using our energy wisely, and being able to be productive in our life, and then really coming from that heart, and having that influence, that profound influence on the people around you, where they just feel better from your inspiration and from your presence. It almost grounds the world around you, and it is comforting to the world around you and uplifting. And then what's getting better is that people are really recognizing. You're getting a lot of recognition right now, and you're really able to move forward and continue to refine your productions and you know, create even more efficiently and more professionally, and just with more art and magic and intelligence that is, you know, really comes together for you in your life and in your work. And then the overall message card is just to keep in mind what it is that anything that might, you know, set you back or distract you in any way from where you put your attention and your energy, and recognize that whatever this is that is bothering you, whatever this is that's stressing you out, you got to remove it from your intimate space and let it be outside of you, and don't react to it. Don't allow it to have influence or power over you. Instead, be really strong and stable in your personal space, and know that these influences have no power. They're not worth anybody's time, and you can redirect the energies of this planet. Even, you know, if everybody's focusing on you know, illegitimate problems, fake problems, you know, dealing with drama, we really collectively waste time as a human species. So this is talking about, you know, identifying the things that distract you, identifying the things that take you away from very important time and energy spent on things of value. And whatever it is that is taking away from it, you know, a lot of times you can't directly deal with it. If you can't immediately directly deal with something, then you probably can't. You know, there's probably, you can't ever directly deal with it. You have to indirectly deal with it, where you take it as information about the world around you or about people around you, and that's all it is, just information. And you know, it doesn't influence you, and it doesn't hold you back, and it doesn't take your time or your energy. It's just something that you're aware of in the periphery around you, and then from your creative work, from your you know, place of ace of fire or your 10 of fire, from your productive work and your passion and your heart. From those places, you can really come up with solutions for whatever these chronic stresses are, and really kind of, you know, deal with them indirectly. Deal with them on that deeper level. Deal with them on that higher level. And where it comes from a really positive, powerful energy of the heart and the mind, and of, you know, creative intelligence that really just takes